Hey everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge Podcast. My name is Josh. Thanks for joining me. Today we've got a mashup, a full lid Monday, if you will. Things that just don't ever make it into a full video, but a bunch of people have been doing some dumb shit like Labrant, getting really pissed about people thinking he's leaving Tennessee. But I like his take on it because it's going to be good news if he's not. There's a lady who just posted on Instagram, someone sent it to me today, of her shaving her daughter's legs on the internet. If this thought ever crosses your mind, folks, please do me a favor and die. Thanks. And then there's a lady who just got out of prison after killing 2 people and wants to be a content creator. And then there's this huge viral story right now about these 2 gay dads posting a video of their baby saying, "Mama wants mama wants mama." We're going to talk a little bit about it. You'll see my take on it. So let's get to it, shall we? Some Presso tea. I don't know, you guys have this in the States? Presso tea? Green apple, green tea. Before we get started today, guys, I really need to ask you a favor. Would you do me a solid? Would you go over to my new channel called Josh Goes Off? Here it is, Tyson. Put it right here. Boom, 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 boom. I snark on body cam, and it is the most fun I've ever had on YouTube, since Micah Stoffer, not gonna lie. Okay, it's just straight up delicious snark on assholes who are like the most these people are so crazy, and the fact that it's all caught on camera is just amazing. A lot of people watch body cam, including myself, and a friend of mine, her name is Lindy, and she's got like 3 YouTube channels. She's been around since the beginning. She's a fan of me, which is great, and now I'm a fan of hers because she does YouTube stuff just like I do, and she gave me this idea. I'm not gonna say it was my idea. She totally gave me this idea, and it's like the smartest thing I've ever seen. Her name is Lindy Unfiltered, and I want you to go follow her too because she does body cam and she's really funny. Okay, so she's great, and I want to shout her out because she's so smart at YouTube. She doesn't even realize how good she is at it. Okay, I don't want to don't get her unsolicited advice because she's busy, but I'm saying she gave me some great advice, and that's why I started that channel, because she's really smart. But do me a favor, and I'll wait. Tyson, put some waiting music right here. Head over to Josh Goes Off. The link is in the pinned comment below. I need you to subscribe. I need you to start watching. If you like my take on things, my snark, that's where you're going to get it. Like, DCP is always going to be here. We're always going to snark on these butt cracks, always, right? But that is like unlimited buttholes that we can snark on all day long. We're talking about tays and nipples and buttholes. We're going to be doing a video for, if you go there today, I usually release them in the afternoon. It's this guy, he's called Midwest Audit or something like that, where he goes and he flashes a sign that's very controversial, and he's doing it to get a reaction. And boy, does a reaction he gets, because a lady gets there and starts doing her counter protest. She's like, "I'm calling my husband. He's going to come kick your ass." Her husband shows up and he pepper sprays her husband. It is crazy. There's so many crazy people out there, and it is so, I know we call it comfort snark here when we just do fun snark. It's like comfort snark. So please do me a favor. Would you do me a solid? Would you go follow me and Josh Goes Off, because I think that channel's got major potential. Unfollowed is my other channel. If you don't know, we're covering de-influencing, and we're telling you to unfollow influencers. We hate influencer culture. I think the pendulum is swinging hard, and we're seeing that at Coachella. And so Unfollowed is a perfect opportunity in this time in society where we're talking about influencers and how bad they are. I got a Michaela Noguera video coming up this week because everybody loves to talk about Michaela Noguera and how she says she doesn't put filters on her videos. Have you seen her? She looks a cross between He-Man and Mrs. Doubtfire when he was getting dressed up as a lady first. So it's crazy. So please do me a favor, would you? If you like my snark, you're going to go follow it, and you're going to love it because it is fun. And I am having a lot of fun doing it. I appreciate that. Now let's get to this craziness. Okay, so first off, let's talk about Labrant. He's big angry because a lot of people are conjecturizing TM that they're selling their $5 million mansion in Tennessee, which they bought for $3.5 million, by the way. He's trying to get $2 million out of it. Good luck, bro. In this economy, good luck. But let's be real. If you can afford a $5 million mansion, the economy doesn't affect you, nor will it ever. right? If you were rich before COVID, you were double rich during COVID. And if you're rich now, you're still rich. The rich always get richer, everybody. There's no rich people who are like, oh, COVID shut me down. No, they got richer. Okay, so he's in a market, a very small market of people that the economy doesn't affect them, right? They don't care about the price of eggs. They buy ridiculous expensive vehicles for no effing reason. It's crazy, okay? But they're selling their house for $5 million. And so a lot of people were like, well, that's odd that you listed your house for sale when this Tennessee law is coming into place, right? And the Tennessee law, if you didn't know, go look at my video on it. They're putting a law out that you literally cannot show your child in paid content. It's not the California and the other laws where like you could show them, but you have to pay them. It's not like that. People are getting confused about that. You cannot show them in paid content. And if you do, $2,000 fine per time. Okay? Now, they could literally still show their kids and pay the fine and still make money, right? But I did an estimation. If they did a daily TikTok, just one per day, they would have a $750,000 fine by the end of the year. They could pay it and still make more money than you'll ever see in your life. Okay? And so that's what they're facing. And so he came on this video. He's like it's news articles and everything talking about the Labrant's moving because of this law. And so he gets upset, and so this is what he does.
All right. This is a video that I feel dumb making.
Well, you are dumb, so that's part of it.
Not a video that I would ever usually make, but a video that I feel like I have to make because
he's like Matt Nabby, but he's Abby's voice.
Whenever lies are being said about you and your family, I feel like one of the best things that you can do is tell the truth, state the facts, and set the story straight.
Sorry. The lies about your family. Set it all straight, eh? Are you kidding me right now, bro? You made so many shitty fake videos about like clickbaiting your kid's cancer and like all this. Like, I don't want to hear it from you. Like you're going to set shit straight. Get wrecked. Dickweed.
So there are a lot of people on the internet.
Look what he does to their faces.
Including now magazines, I guess they have nothing better to talk about, stating that our family is trying to move out of the state of Tennessee to avoid paying our kids. I personally feel like our kids and their bank accounts are none of your guys' business.
No. Influencers, come here. Pay attention. Get in here. Bring it in. Dyson, bring it in. Listen, you are not allowed to be an influencer with like 20 million followers and say the words, none of your business. You're not allowed to. I mean, you can. I'm just saying, you don't get it. Do you know what I'm saying? You can say it all you want, but you don't get it. You literally made your entire lives, including your children's births, and Everly, who's not even your daughter. You exploited them their entire lives for money, giving away so many of the things you've done, secrets, pranks, all this bullshit, going to the dentist, all this kind of stuff. I don't want to hear it from an influencer. It's not the words, none of your business, or I respect my privacy. Don't you influencers who say oh my god, I'm making a shirt that says respect my privacy. Okay, put a picture of like Sabrina Carpenter on there or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get to say respect my privacy after you don't respect the privacy of your children. So yes, it is everybody's business because you don't get any of that money without your shit ass followers. Okay, so it is everybody's business. Don't ever say that, influencers. You're so stupid.
But if you must know, all of our kids all have bank accounts. We have been paying them since day one of making videos, and I can promise you that our kids and their bank accounts are doing just fine.
But I thought it was none of our business.
Secondly, I hate to burst your bubble, but we are not moving out of Tennessee. We love Tennessee. We love our city. We love our friends. We love our community.
You don't have any friends.
We are moving actually right down the street just to get more land, to be on more acres. And we talked about this in the past. I know a lot of you guys know. And that's it. Those are the facts. I know that so many
Wow, thanks for the facts, bro.
You guys are normal people with normal families. So many of you guys are friends of ours, and we just appreciate those of you who follow us and support us and know what our family's about. And for those of you who don't and you're trying to spread misinformation, then I just really have nothing else to say to you.
He's big bad. All right, let's cover this for a second, okay? Good. Honestly, good. I'm glad you're not leaving Tennessee. So Labrant here on TikTok has 23 million followers. His pinned video is of one of his children. The second video is of not his child, but Everly. He's curling her hair. His content is literally, I don't know if this is daily. Yeah, he doesn't do daily content, but it's all of his children. Literally, almost every video except for this one is of his children. So this guy, and again, Everly's not his child, by the way, and don't forget Tommy died, and as soon as Tommy died, they pounced on the opportunity to adopt her for content, by the way. And don't ever forget this, that Tommy and I had major conversations before he died about this whole scenario, and he was going to fight for custody of Everly, and they were scared of what he was going to do. Honestly, they were. He was ready to fight and he was ready to go. I'm so sad for Everly that she doesn't get to grow up with a real father, to be honest with you. She gets to grow up with this narcissistic D-bag asshole. It's so sad for her. But all that to say, we had many conversations. Tommy was a good guy. You know, he just struggled a lot, unfortunately. But all that to say, Cole, again, pounced on the opportunity and did it. And he's like, they have made millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars off Everly. And I hope she has $10 million in her bank account, which she doesn't. Let's be real. She probably has $100,000 in there. Probably puts her through college, you know, gets her started. I'm sure there's lots of money there for them. But, you know, this guy's been canceled like 20 times. Okay, but he still has a massive following, and it's evangelical Christians who have no idea what they're doing. Then there's Sav Labrant, and she has 30 million. So between them, they have 56 million just on TikTok. They've sort of retired from YouTube for now, which is great. And the residuals are not very much. They're making almost nothing on YouTube now, which is crazy considering how much content they made. But look at Savannah. Again, kids. Everly is only, I think, 13, right? I think 12. I think she might be 12 or 13. She's probably 13. So they can use her in content when she turns 14. They have to pay her, which they probably do anyway. And so that's great. Don't get me wrong. But it's not just her. They use all of their children in all of their content. And so here's why I'm glad they're not moving from Tennessee, right? Because this is going to be we're going to be able to test this law now. Because come July 1st, is this law in place? Did it get signed? Yes, it passed the Tennessee legislature, both House, Senate, early April, and has been sent to Governor Bill Lee for signature. Not into law yet. And you know what? I wouldn't put it past a lot of these mega influencers there are mega influencers in Tennessee. And I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of them got together and tried to lobby Governor Bill Lee to not sign this thing. Because he can veto it by just not signing it. Yes, all public indications strongly point to Governor Bill Lee signing the bill. Okay, but again, it's not signed yet, but it's going to be. So as of July 1st, once it goes into effect, once Governor Lee signs it, it goes into effect July 1st. So come July 2nd, we got our eyeballs glued to their channels. Because the moment they put these, and it's Everly, I don't know when Everly's birthday is, but she's still not allowed to be on there until she's 14. Okay? Which they will. Obviously, they'll use that. So they're not leaving Tennessee. Good news. And I think that they're going to try to just get away. They're going to try to do it. They're going to hire lawyers. They're going to test this in court because they can afford the lawyers, right? But what we're going to do, what our job is now, is to get on it and make sure that as soon as he shows his child, we're there and we're reporting every video. So we're going to try to figure out, I might reach out to some lawmakers in Tennessee to find out how we report channels. Is there a reporting system? How are they going to get caught? How are we doing this? Because maybe we can do a funnel through a website, report your local influencer in Tennessee who are using their children on camera. Maybe I can make the website. I don't know. It's probably going to be super easy to make. I'll just get AI to help me code the website. But basically, he's going to go right to your governor, right to your not your MP, I don't know what you call the people that are your locals, and say, hey, look, here's a link of Cole and Savannah using their child in content. This is illegal. Please find them, okay? So I think that he's cocky enough that he's going to continue to use it. I think he thinks he's above the law. I honestly think that. And don't forget, this guy's supposed to be a Christian, right? So he's going to be breaking the law if he shows his minor children in his content. I'm very excited for this. And thank God they're all young enough that they're going to be protected until they're at least 14 years old in Tennessee. So I think that this does go through and they start getting fines. I think that you will see them they will move out of Tennessee because nobody's coming for Cole or Sav. They're not really watching. They're watching for the kids. These people have monetized the living shit out of their kids. They're one of the biggest family vloggers that has existed. And this law needs to go to every state. Every single state. And if this happens in Utah or Arizona, I will buy the biggest fucking birthday cake that exists on planet Earth, and I will literally smash it into my face for you guys. I don't know why. Why did I say do that? Damn it. Now I gotta do that if it happens, but I will be so happy if that happens. Do you want to say hi, people? It's been a while. Come and say hi. What you doing? Oh, Goosey got a haircut. Look at his pretty hair. Anyway, so that's really, really good news. Come July 1st, dang, which is Canada Day, by the way, here, close to your July 4th, we're going to be celebrating because it'll be interesting because we win either way, right? If Cole and Sav take their children off and don't use them in content anymore, we win because their followers will go and crash and burn, okay? And that's across Every platform, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all their platforms. Facebook, they're not allowed to put on any platform. Okay? And so we win if he takes his kids off. We win if he keeps his kids in. It's a win-win. This is amazing. And we have got a big giant list of Tennessee influencers that we're keeping an eye on. And we are going to be reporting. Who's excited to report these dickholes? You, me? Great. So Cole, get wrecked, dickhole. I don't believe a single thing he said, especially part of paying his kids since day one. Now, I honestly think, I don't think you guys realize how rich the Labrants are. And I mean dozens and dozens of millions of dollars. Okay? Dozens of millions. And they don't party. They don't smoke meth. They barely vacation. Like, they buy very expensive properties, probably have businesses that they own, but every business they've actually went out to and they've like promoted, they've failed on, which is really good. I like that. But they probably own a bunch of shit you don't even know about. They probably have a lot of investments. They buy their homes outright. They have dozens of millions of dollars. So I do think that they probably have a very big nest egg put away for their children. You know, if they get struck by lightning from the Lord, hallowed be thy name, someday, those kids will inherit all the money, which is great. So I don't think the kids are going to be worse off. These people could walk away from TikTok tomorrow and they could live in the lap of luxury for the rest of their lives. They have generational wealth. That's how much money they've made on social media. Okay, so don't feel bad for them ever. Those kids are set for life no matter what. Okay, great. And so again, the win-win is here. He has the most smarmy personality. I feel so sorry for the kids when they find they have been supporting their parents' lifestyle. I wish they could listen to Eve Frankie from 8 Passengers. That little girl was so articulate and was heartbreaking. I remember that. Looks like his Botox is wearing off. He may pay them now, but think about Sherry from 8 Passengers. They were unable to withdraw all the money she made from vlogging. This is such a great comment because that's true. Kevin and Ruby all bragged about how their kids had money. Or actually, they didn't really, actually. No, they didn't. And they didn't actually pay their children. But the money that Sherry made from her own socials, she put in her bank account that her mother controlled, and her mother stole all that money. So again, if something big happens, again, they're going to the first place they're going to dip into is their children's savings. And they will, because their family has to survive. So all these family vloggers out there that talk about they pay their kids, as soon as this is all over and they can't afford their lifestyles anymore, where do you think they're going to dip into? They're going to steal their children's money. That's what's going to happen. Because there is no law, except for a few states, where you have to pay your children. Now, those family vloggers that have been in California, they don't even have to pay their children from the stuff before the law was passed, right? They only have to do it from after the law was passed. So really, all the kids that grew up in this industry, they are FUBAR. There's nothing they can do about it, right? They're not getting anything. The parents can take every penny, and there's nothing you can do about it. So it's really, really sad, actually. Anyway, so Cole, you get douchebag of the day. Congratulations. I may just, don't forget about this little Cole Labrant tweet. I'm glad this comes up every time he makes a video, because he wrote this and then deleted it. Don't forget this. I may just wait 20 years for David Beckham's 3-year-old daughter, because God knows she's going to be gorgeous. He put that on the fucking internet. Don't ever forget that, everybody. His kids have to grow up with that legacy of that man. If that ever enters your head, ever, and you put that out publicly, even as a joke, you should not be here. That's P3DO language. Okay, you're gonna wait for a 3-year-old because she's gonna be gorgeous, and that's his legacy, by the way. Cole Labrant, it's just a big win-win, and I'm so excited about it. But that's a good segue into someone like this, which I think probably might have blocked me. Oh, okay, good. This girl's name is Emily Hart. Emily Y. Hart? Emily Hart. And Emily Hart is taking a page out of the Labrant's book, okay? Because she wants to be an influencer really badly. Okay, so she's just kind of getting started. She has 30... The people who put this in their bio, like, I have 32,000 followers on it, no one gives a shit. If it's 1 million, then put it in your bio, okay? F off. But this is Emily Y. Hart, and she is doing this video here. So it says, POV, your 10-year-old asks to shave her legs because kids are mean, so you teach her. Now, I'm blocking the girl's face because you don't need to see it, but I'm only blocking the face. And so this woman decided, you know what? I'm going to make a video of me shaving my child's legs on the internet. Okay? And the amount of saves are 130. Hearts, 9,000. Okay? This lady has 8,000 followers on TikTok. 9,000 hearts and 130 saves so far on this video. And it has, so her videos usually get 1,400, 1,500. This one is their second most popular or the first most popular. Or no, 5 million here. The pinned ones are usually most popular. But look, it's the viral one. Your kid looks at who they love the most. They're cute videos, don't get me wrong. But that's got 586,000. But most of her videos, if you look here, 1,500, 1,400, 600, 1,500, 700, 600, right? Nothing. Post a video of your kid shaving her legs, 157,000 views. This is what we're talking about, everybody. These types of people need to get fucking wrecked. Okay? And they need to be taught a lesson. They need to get cut off right away. The problem is that this will not damage her. This will only help her grow. Posting pictures of doing like these types of things, talking about periods, shaving your kid's legs, first kisses, and fake dating, or pretending like they're adults, or pretending like they're pregnant, all this kind of shit that they do. They pretend they're just being like, I'm just being a mom. I'm just being a mom. And you know, you can be a mother and you can actually do these things, and you don't film them for the internet. Because why do you think you have so many saves on this video? Right? And she knows why. She can look at the algorithm behind, or she can look at the analytics behind the scene and see that there are now a bunch of men looking at this video. Because she's shaving a prepubescent girl's legs on camera and decided to post it on the internet. A lot of people in the comments like, oh, this is so nice. You're such a good mom. So it's not just my kid. She's 7 and being bullied for leg hair. What? Okay, maybe that is happening, but I teach your child to just laugh and just give them the finger. Or you know what? Teach your kid how to roast people. You ever considered that? Here's some cool comebacks. Ready? And then you teach your kid some sweet comebacks. Because you can even ask AI to help you do some comebacks. Because it's like a skill you should learn anyway. How to roast people. You should. I know, not everybody wants to do that. But you, like, look, someone makes fun of you. Let me see your class picture of the guy who's making fun of you. Right? And then you just teach your child how to literally fucking roast them. Okay? Because I do that. You're not going to find one comment against this on TikTok because TikTok's a cesspool of assholery. But in here, I wrote something. If the thought ever crosses your mind to film your prepubescent child shaving their legs, do me a favor. Fall down a well. Almost tagged you in this exactly. Someone says, just a tip, please respect your child's privacy, especially because other children can be mean. A vulnerable, private situation like this shouldn't be shared online. Please protect your child. And a lot of people are agreeing with this. You won't see that on TikTok. And again, here comes Rosetta's in here with the, he's raising awareness. Fuck off with that dumb excuse. She's raising awareness about something many girls this age go through. It's about helping parents normalize it so their kids feel more comfortable with it. No kid is going to be looking at Instagram being like, I'm glad we're raising awareness. And plus it's not, and I wrote this child is not responsible for raising awareness. Why do these children need to be the mascot for raising awareness? Why did they have to be the subject of raising awareness? Why can't you just sit down in a video, not show yourself shaving your child's legs and say, hey, look, this is something we're dealing with at school right now. A lot of girls are getting bullied for shaving their legs. And so what we've done around this house is I've taught my daughter how to do it properly and blah. Instead of just, first of all, if you think about what they're doing right now, this is crazy. You're just teaching your child to change who they are because they're being bullied. Which is fucking crazy if you think about that for a second. So if a kid makes fun of your child's nose, are you going to get them a nose job? If a child makes fun of your anything about your daughter, your answer is going to be like, well, let's change that about you. Is that your answer to this? You think that's good parenting? Are you kidding me right now? Like, put that aside. You could have done this 3 other ways that didn't involve shaving your child's legs on camera. But you didn't. You did this. Because you knew it was going to get you some views. You disgusting pig. And again, my lovely Lilacs wrote this. Couldn't this possibly reach the same kids that are mean? And this is what she says. Well, I saw the comment. She wrote back to this lady and said no. And I wrote, yes. Yes, it could reach those kids. Because this mom's trying to be an influencer. You know those other moms are following her. You know that those... And it could all be... Of course it could get to the kids. This girl's putting her daughter on the internet. By the way, in a skirt here... with her leg up on the tub. This mom is a piece of shit. A huge piece of shit for doing this, by the way. We've been calling these types of people out for 6 years on my channel, and they don't fucking learn. Someone says, repeat after me, it's just hair. I will always teach my kids to shave if they're unhappy with leg hair. Okay, shut up. Again, I think I'm blocked because okay, I'm probably blocked. Yeah, I think she blocked me. Watch, ready? Dun, 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 dun. Frig! That's the second time I got blocked by one of these assholes. So there you go. Emily Hart, you're a total piece of shit. I need you to know that. And everybody, now that she blocked me, can you head over there and just tell her I sent you. Tell her Josh sent me to say, and just give her an honest review about what this video is about. And like, let's put the narrative in there so she understands that. Are we really teaching our daughters that if someone bullies you over something, your answer is to change that thing? Do you think the bully is going to stop there? Is that how you think this is going to work? Is that how you think this is going to work? You're a garbage human being. Emily, go fuck yourself. Okay? Douche mom of the day. Congratulations on that one. Let's get on to this one here. So this was weird. I had this in my saves a little while ago. Her name is Atkins Taylor. And let's watch this. She has 26.9 thousand, and everything is about Mama 5 released from prison, Mama 5 released from prison. That's it. That's all she is. She's using that to like, look, I'm out of prison, and I forget what she said she went to prison for, but I think it was accidental. I don't think she murdered people. I think it was accidental. Where did the video go?
And I'm a Mama 5 that was released from prison 7 months ago. My youngest was released with me at 9 months old.
She literally had a baby in prison. So classy.
This is part 2 from earlier, but I'm going to use it to explain why I went to prison. Memorial Day weekend of 2021, I was door dashing. I was leaving Wendy's and there was a McDonald's across the street that caught the accident on camera. I don't remember anything because it all happened so fast. I was pulling out, I had my left turn signal on, and I let like 3 cars go. I thought I was okay to pull out. I did. My car was struck on the driver's side door, which caused my car to be spun westbound into oncoming traffic, and a motorcycle hit my rear end, and unfortunately 2 people lost their lives.
So she just basically blamed everybody but herself. But you went to prison. So if someone were to hit you and it killed 2 people, I don't think you should go to prison for that. So clearly she's lying. Clearly she's like, you know what I mean? Padding the truth a little bit, being like, oh, it was out of my hands. You would not have gone to prison if it was out of your, I don't think so. If someone hit you and you hit other people, that person that hit you should be charged, no?
I was transported to the hospital. They drew my blood. I didn't really know what had happened. I was talking to police, but they didn't tell me the severity of the accident.
So she said they drew her blood. Then what happened? What is she leaving out?
I was someone who did garden occasionally.
There it is. She was high. Oh, classy. And she went to prison and had a baby. So just get this class act right here. She killed 2 people because she was driving high. And she was likely pregnant while being high. And she wants to be an influencer. And the thing is, she will. That's the thing. That's what's wrong. That's why we need the asteroid. Okay? This woman just admitted that she smokes weed while pregnant and drives while high. That's just, hey, classy.
A few months go by, and then my blood test did come back positive. So I was then indicted. I will say that there was nothing in the car with me. The police wrote in their reports I did not seem under the influence. Doctors wrote in their notes I did not seem under the influence.
Didn't need to matter what you seemed like. It came back positive. You were under the influence. You just admitted that you garden a lot, which is, now that say smoke weed on TikTok, she's telling you she's a weed smoker. She's high all the time.
That's the thing with gardening. Even in a legal state, it's really not legal.
It is legal. You're just not allowed to drive under the influence. Drinking's legal. Not allowed to drive while doing it or while drunk. You stupid asshole.
The driver who hit me was also charged. He was going 55 miles in a 35, which is why I misjudged the amount of time I had to pull out. I ended up being sentenced to 12 months and ended up serving 10. The other driver was sentenced to, I believe, 8 to 12 years. That's why I do not judge people anymore.
I'm gonna judge you. Smoking weed while pregnant? Ew, you're a nasty piece of shit. If you smoke while pregnant, anything, drugs or cigarettes, you're yucky. Okay, you're just a yucky.
Literally never know where your next day will take you. Man.
So, and no one's talking about and I said, I was responsible for 2 people dying and now you're trying to make content? What the F? Again, you look at Gypsy Rose Blanchard out there sitting there being like, hey, I'm making content now. She's a literal murderer and made 9 million followers on TikTok, which she lost, by the way, thank God. 9 million followers and she's a fucking murderer. So there's no hope anymore on social media. It seems the worst type of person you are, it doesn't matter. You're rewarded for it. It's either you're really talented at something, you get big followers for it and you deserve it, or you're a really big, giant piece of shit and you get followers for it. Either way works, right? And so again, nobody's calling out, someone says, yeah, THC stays in your system for over a month, sometimes more. No, she didn't smoke it a month before. She was high. This woman is a gardener. She just admitted that she smokes weed. You think you just smoke weed once every 30 days if you're a gardener? No, you smoke probably every single day and probably still do. Someone says, THC stays in your system for over a month, sometimes more. Blood tests for THC shouldn't be used in court for DUI cases. Someone says, not true for blood tests, and obviously her judgment was impaired. THC does that to you even though once you're sober, you smoke too much. Depends. I got in an accident and I was smoked, but through my blood test, they were able to measure the exact amount of THC in my system and it wasn't enough for a DUI. There you go. So they obviously, and I'm trying to dig up her court records because I want to find out myself. I want to see what the lawyer said. I want to see what the prosecution said. I want to see what was presented in court. And I guarantee you the levels of THC in her system were that enough to get her put in prison for a year. Okay? If it was just a trace amount of THC after 30 days, no. She's driving high and is high while pregnant. Okay? She should have had her kid taken away. Your lawyer failed you? Question mark. Take care. For real, she had no priors, were not under the influence while driving. The initiality of oncoming car was speeding by. Why would she be charged? Again, we're going to look into her records, and I need you sleuthers out there to help me. If someone can help me find all of her records, I'll give you a sweet swag bag full of chocolate and t-shirts and all the fun stuff too, if you can help me find this stuff, because I want to call her out on the internet. I don't want her growing anymore, okay? Or at least we want to put all the receipts on the internet before she blows up, so they'll be present on the internet. Okay? I think you should be educated with who you follow before you follow them. Okay? A lot of my haters are like, Josh, when we find out all your criminal records, we're coming. That was happening since like day one. What'd you find? I always tell the people who are like, Josh, when we find you, I'm like, tell me what you find. Let me know. I did get a speeding ticket in New York State like 2 years ago. I was pissed about that ticket too. It was like, that was $130 US. I was doing 8 miles over the limit. 8 miles. And I was following traffic, but I was the last one. And so he pulled me over. He was nice about it, though. Ended up costing me like $275 Canadian to pay that ticket. Anyway, I don't have a criminal record. I'm literally a Cub Scout leader. You should... Oh, can I say this with the Cub Scouts? Awesome organization. And awesome because and maybe this is because of the history of the Cubs, I don't know. But oh my gosh, to be a Cub, I could work for the FBI top tier Pentagon clearance. The Cubs is worse. That's how crazy it is, which is awesome. Again, it's good. They're really, really, really vetting everybody that works with children. I get it. Holy shit, though. Anyway, all that to say, I don't have a criminal record. No alcohol. You need to find another lawyer and get your time, money back. This is crazy. Shut up. Someone hit you, causing you to spin into other cars, and you got prison jail time over someone hitting you. Am I hearing this correctly? You're hearing it correctly, but you're hearing her lie and believing it because it's a lie, and we're going to find out. This is going to be fun. She drove in front of that person, which caused him to hit her. Yes. She pulled out in front of someone who then hit her because she pulled out in front of them. She pulled out. She was high. Let's just be real. She was high, and that's why you don't drive under the influence, because your reactions are delayed and everything else. Especially, I don't know about weed, but I'm pretty sure weed does this to you. Everything's delayed. You're kind of like, what's up, man? Eat some Cheetos and stuff. So you shouldn't be driving like that, first of all. There's medications you take that says do not operate heavy equipment. Pretty sure you're not supposed to be operating heavy equipment while high on weed. Okay? This is so crazy. Did you have priors? Not pointing fingers, just trying to figure out how they slapped you with 12 months. This really made me rethink some things. Again, don't listen to her lies. She said she had no other priors. They drew your blood while you were unconscious? Girl, it's not making sense to me. There's lies, and we're going to uncover it. So, Atkins Taylor, you get Dirtbag High Mom of the Day. So, anyway, somebody help me find out her file, and let's get into this. I want to figure out why there's mold all over her ceiling. Ew, she's nasty. And then had a baby in prison. Just extra class, you know? Unless she might not have been pregnant the time she was smoking weed, so I can't definitively say that because I guess trials can take a long time. So here's the thing: if you're being tried and probably going to prison, maybe you don't get pregnant either. Maybe you could just use protection or something. And yeah, where's the dad? Probably nowhere around. Speaking of dads, this is a story that's been going mega viral, and this it's baby has two dads, chose neither. I want you to watch this, okay?
Hey. Who do you want, Dada or Pop?
And they're just laughing at this kid.
No, Mama. Do you want Dada?
No, Mom. It's just get you right.
Dada or Pop? No. Do you want Dada? You want Pop? No way, Jose. There is no Mama. I'm so sorry. You have Dada?
Do you think that's funny?
You have Pop. Two choices. No Mama.
I don't even care if this gets me canceled. Kids need moms. Kids need moms. There's just something that really irks me with this. And I know people, oh, Josh, you're homophobic, this, that, and the other thing. I don't give a shit. Like, two loving parents, great. I'm glad this kid looks like he's being raised in two loving parent home. Okay, I get it. But let's just be real. You shouldn't be making content with your child, by the way. This This is like super mega ultra viral, by the way, and everybody's covering it. And so this kid is now the subject of that, crying because he wants his mother. Now, there is something to be said about like the biology and the science behind having a mother and like being like literally renting bodies and all this kind of stuff. We can talk about all that. There's all that. But for me, obviously, it's these guys using this child for content. You don't have to do this. You just don't have to do this. And then they don't give a shit. They're happy that this went mega viral. They're just like, we're gay, we're proud, we have this child. Like, I feel like nature has made that choice for you. I feel like nature's made the choice for you. If you can't have kids, maybe you shouldn't, right? Because again, as much as I know that a child needs a good mother, a child needs a good father, a child needs both, right? But a mother, like, beyond the shadow of anything, and that's kind of how the world works. Man, if you picture this child crying because it doesn't have a mother, the one that it was connected to for 9 months, and then just literally ripped away and then given to these guys. And there's another set of those gay dads out there that are like just tramping around like they're purses. These are super gay, effeminate, very influencer. Like they have Botox and they have like BBLs and I don't even know what their name. I've covered them before, and they're ew. And like these people, they're just using these children because they want accessories. It's literally an accessory. But I just feel like this is one of the saddest things. But my beef is that you shouldn't be using this kid in this type of content. And you should have taken it down the moment it went viral. Because now they're just like clapping back. They're like, yeah, I'm glad this went viral. Why? Why does your child need to be the subject of all this, about all the comments? You're absolutely disgusting for this. But I wrote, this poor kid, and someone says, I hope you include this in your upcoming YT video. Here you go. It's like you were doing great with the muscles, but starve yourself, then get them isn't healthy. I don't know what that means. Someone says, agreed. It's like you know nothing about fitness and how you have to eat in surplus to have muscles and not fat. It were easy, everyone would do it. What? I don't know. I think they're fighting. I don't know. Babies are not accessories to your life. A baby needs a mother and a father. And you know people are going to be calling this out. Thank you. I'm shocked how many people, especially mothers, are co-signing this shit. Next, they will proudly announce the baby is fluid or non-binary, as that seems to be a badge of honor in these accessory children. I think this should be a term, accessory children. I think it really, really should be a term for influencers in general. Not just gay influencers, not just like two women adopting. I honestly believe that there should be a term for this psychologically. Accessory children. They are born to social media influencers because of the content that they create. These are accessory children. There are so many influencers out there that we see. Like, what are they called? The weird guy and the Pookie and Jet. That's an accessory child. They don't even know how to hold a child. They have full-time nannies and night nurses. They don't even know how to parent a child. That's an accessory child. There's so many people we know have had accessory children. And mostly because they don't even have like Della Vlogs, perfect example of accessory children. She has no motherly bone in her entire body. You wonder why your body didn't give you children. Because you are not mother quality. You don't have it. It's instinctual in a lot of people, but not everybody. Okay, and a lot of these people don't even know how to hold children. They use them in content. They put them in commercials. That's an accessory, baby. And we need to fucking stop that practice right away. Please. He keeps calling this baby homophobic. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? He has to rage bait or something. Again, they are rage baiting. Someone says here, gives the call social services. I did. They're not going to do anything. I don't think this is social services level. This is not against the law to buy children. It's not. What they've done is illegal. What is services going to do? That's a waste of their call. Children are not accessories. We have lost our way. Again, a lot of people commenting this. Here's the problem with these types of stories. This is what happens. Gay couple. I'm not saying this is what's happening with them, but this is the problem with child trafficking and child selling children. You know, if you want to rent a womb, you don't have to be vetted for who you are. You can just rent a womb. And there are a lot of women out there who would rent their womb space, and they don't even give a shit who they're giving the child to. You don't have to vet anybody. This is completely legal. Where it comes for adoption, there's vetting, and even that fails sometimes. But this whole renting a womb thing for children, I think I'm forming my opinion on it live with you right now. I think that's got to stop. And I'm not just saying for gay people. I'm saying for anybody. If you cannot vet who you're giving this child to, you should not be giving a child to people. Like, there's more vetting when you adopt a fucking dog than getting someone to do surrogacy for you. And this is a story here. This is published December 23rd, 2024. Gay couple who showed off picture of perfect family gets 100 years in prison for horrific our adoption sons. So a gay Georgia couple convicted of sickening essay of their two adopted sons will spend the rest of their lives behind bars. William and Zachary Zulock, 34 and 36, were each sentenced last week to 100 years in prison without the possibility of parole, the Walton County District's Attorney Office announced. These two defendants truly created a house of horrors and put their extremely dark desires above everyone else. And here they are. I hope that they get what they deserve in prison. I hope that they do not get to serve 100 years. I hope that they are literally shanked in the shower. I honestly hope that for them, okay? However, the depth of the defendant's depravity, which is deep as it gets, is not greater than the resolve of those that fought for justice. The boys, 2 brothers who are now 12 and 10 years old, were adopted from a Christian special needs agency. Christian special needs agency. So even adoption fails. Imagine these guys weren't allowed to adopt and they just rented a womb instead and just got those children. No vetting. So maybe the law needs to catch up to surrogacy and be like, okay, well, we're going to vet you like you're going to adopt. Because again, you can't even adopt a dog really unless you are vetted. The couple raised them under the guise of a happy home in an affluent Atlanta suburb, but their supposedly picture-perfect life. Zachary worked in banking and William was a government employee. The couple were regularly forcing the boys to do things with them and would film the abuse to make videos and sell them. Evidence showed they even bragged about the abuse to twisted friends, with one telling police Zachary once had sent Snapchat messages reading, "I'm going to F my son tonight. Stand by," along with images of the boy being abused. And those people that were on the Snap who were in their friends group getting this, arrest them too and put them in prison for 100 years for not calling the police. And they allegedly used social media to pimp the boys out to at least 2 men in a depraved local P ring. The couple was arrested in 22 after an alleged member of the ring was caught downloading CP, and he told the investigators how the Zulocks were making P with young boys living in their house, probably to get a deal. Both Zulocks pled guilty to charges of aggravated child M and aggravated S, and I can't even read it all. But again, this is why we need to just be more careful who we're giving children to, because this is totally avoidable. And I know I can't wait till my Reddit thread on this one. It's gonna be awesome to see. But I said what I fucking said. I'm standing by it. These guys might not be as bad, and I hope they're not. And likely they're not, because, probably not. But they're bad because they're turning this child into content. And that's not as bad, but it's bad. Stop making your child a controversial subject on the internet. What's wrong with you? As soon as this became viral, you should have taken it down. Take your kid off the internet, Shane McAnally. His name is Shane McAnally. Can't make that one up. Okay, Shane McAnally, please take your child off the internet. They don't need to be out there. You can just take your child off, live your life, go live. Okay? But they don't need to be content on the internet for your channels. Okay? Don't be a fucking dickhead. Cool? Awesome. Thanks, man. Someone says, should be illegal. How is this funny? As a mother, this breaks my effing heart. Praying for this precious baby. Again, if this was on TikTok, it would be completely different. Is Shane on TikTok? Yeah, he put it up here. Now watch this. 3.8 million views on this. This just broke my heart. Okay, I'm got a little hope for TikTok right here. Absolute breaks my heart. Can never substitute mom ever. Calm down. It's basic child development. Shut up. My heart breaks for this poor baby. Who is Pop? This is cruel, not funny. Okay, I'll get a little bit of hope here. It's not okay. Haha, I'm a solo mom and my baby saying da da da. That's not funny. It took me so much time to process this video. I wish I found the reflection you never faced by Emma Val. I don't know what that is. Why are the comments so horrible? Because they're getting roasted as they should. Okay? And my major issue with this is just using the kid for content and going mega viral with it and not taking it down, not learning your lesson, and making your child the center of this whole debacle and this whole debate. Take your kid down. Walk away. You can do it right now. No one will remember you. Here's what I think we need, though. To close off today's harsher video, we got to do some TikTok comment sections, because these ones I've been saving up for a little while, and I usually do Folded Fridays, and that's basically what today is. But this is this is a creator called Cass Stinson. Okay, and watch something you might not know about me.
Something you might not know about me is that I love to travel. I can go by myself, I can go with other people, but usually it's my sister-in-laws.
Not a terribly funny video, but immediately tripped over my own feet. Broken ankle going to the comment section here, because here it is. You got to go back to the future or something. You're disappearing. And it's my phone out of ink. Only sepia. Low on sepia. Thanks for the transparency. This is awesome. You look like history. Greetings to my fellow algorithm travelers. Living her best afterlife. It looks like a cadaver, right? I think she even has the white powder on her lips. Dad was Irish and mom was a bag of flour. Oh my my gosh. She once said, let me be clear. You forgot to start with, hear ye, hear ye. When you get there, do you just enter through the front door or you walk through the wall? The sigh I took before I opened the comments. Does the museum know you're gone? Travel how? Like on a broom? Oh, am I high or is that statue talking? I had to turn my brightness down. Oh my god. I keep shaking my phone to try to get this Polaroid to develop. It's every comment is gold. If she's here, who's haunting Gettysburg? Oh my gosh. Wait, can you all see her too? Oh, she loves traveling so much she made it to us all the way from the Renaissance era. Oh, travel to where? Transylvania? How are you in the sun right now? Weren't you in Twilight? Oh my gosh. You look like you know George Washington. What in the medieval times? Someone said she looks like a memory that someone else said she looks like an imagination. Oh my gosh. If Mrs. Butterworth came to life, the blood of Jesus. It's a vampire. Girl looks like a blank canvas. That one cauliflower floret staring at you in the back of your freezer. Oh my gosh. I had to watch this in the dark with sunglasses on, not me thinking you were cosplaying a marble statue. Oh. And like, again, she went viral for it. She got 13,000 followers and like, she went in on it, you know, good for her. Good for her, you know?
Just curious, is it only the mom's job to take the empty bottles out of the shower? I live with 6 other people.
She looks like Uncle Fester's friend. Thanks for being transparent. Man, please stop haunting that family. Her pronouns are Mist Falk. Oh my gosh, looks like Powder's mom. Did someone already call the Ghostbusters or should I go ahead? Oh, and it's just like, again, good for her for capitalizing on it. Good for her. That's freaking hilarious. I got another one. Here we go. If you guys follow me on Instagram, and if you don't, go. Because I get into these crazy algorithm spins that give me the weirdest shit, and I will post every single. People are like, Josh, you gotta stop. What is your algorithm? But I built my algorithm brick by brick. You know, most men's algorithms are probably full of boobies and stuff like that. Mine are literally this. Okay, because watch this video. The caption says, "You owe my trust funds. Close it down now, you terrorists over there. I feel dissatisfied one day. I stay there, and no deposit has been made to return my money." No idea, but let's watch.
So I go to the way for a motel. I am John Porter, and you John people with middle name. And we are Route 23 over the mountains to the beaches. And I talked to the manager. She said, "No, you're not. Yes, I am. And you owe me trust me." So I go to the way for a motel. I am John Porter, and you John people with middle name. And we are
My whole algorithm one night was just this. Like, over and over again. The person in line while I'm loading my groceries. Yeah, for sure, man. Why isn't the hat changing size? I think he had like a hat filter on. Couldn't have said it better myself. So I go wait for a motel, unintelligible. Oh, okay, so this guy translates it. So I go wait for a motel using middle name, and we're on Route 23 over the mountains to the beaches, and I talked to the manager, which she replied, "No, you aren't. That's not him." Referring to the aforementioned middle name, she continued, "You will be trespassed." That's amazing. I'll try to remember that. Understandable. Have a great day. Somebody get this guy a firearm with the serial scratched off. So happy you explained. I was a little lost at first. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm blind. Can someone please explain what's going on? Oh. What's wrong with me, money? Be careful saying that in public, man. And honestly, I've always said that myself. It's my money. Why can't I have it? Oh my gosh. I think this guy does a lot of comments like that. Or yeah, again, 14,000 followers this guy has. 14,000.
Attention, that requires food. I don't have enough for a taco salad. at Taco Bell. If you can help me out with a taco salad, that's 2.30 words with Cash App. I appreciate it. Man, I can't take this without taking food or just
At this point, I think he's lying. I think he's making this up because it's going viral. Anyway, this was my algorithm for the longest time, and it made me. I was dying in bed. Like, I was dying. My wife's like, "What are you laughing?" I showed her. She's like, "What the hell?" She wasn't laughing at all. I'm like, "What's wrong with you?" Maybe it was a giddy moment. I don't know, man. It was crazy. Everybody take a deep breath with me. Leave a comment below, and make sure you go leave a comment on the girl that just blocked me too. You let her know how we're feeling about this whole thing. Would you? Would you do that for me? Would you do me a solid? And also, please follow my other channel. Please. Josh Goes Off. It's so much fun, guys. I'm having so much fun over there. Please, please, please do it. Like, that is evergreen content that will last forever, and there's unlimited amounts of it. Okay, and I cannot wait to do more. I'm so excited. And also, if you've got a really good one that you've seen over the time, send it to me and I will react to it. I love blind reacting to it. So, thank you for being here, guys. I appreciate you. You are swell and you're some kind of something. Don't forget it. Someone has a huge crush on you. Maybe it's me. It's probably me. Anyway, I'll see you when I see you.